So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to have a speech here. I just give a short introduction about my company. My company is Unilumin Group. Unilumin is a LED technology company. We are focused on two parts, LED display and LED lighting. So for the part, it's a very important part for us. So for the past several years, we do lots of products for the sport market. So I start my speech. It's okay right now. So here's one of the products we do the cross-styling in Russia. Here's the stadium, use around 4,800 square meter LED. For example, here's for the whole stadium covered with LED screens. It's LED procedures. And also for the stadiums covered with sponsor billboard. Also two parts without a scoreboard, the scoring system using. Yeah. So these stadiums are UEFA standard stadiums. Yeah. Also for the FIFA World Cup this year, we finished around 4 stadiums, including the Moscow and also other 3 parts. So I started my speech. Yeah. So my topic today is about the mutual development of LED tech and the sports industry. My speech, we have 4 parts. First about the Asian and Chinese football. The second about the application of LED technology in football. The third about the Unilumin Group and the LED industry. The fourth about the future outlook of Unilumin sports. So the first talk about the Asian and Chinese football. I give a short analysis. First, we from some numbers. This number is from the Replicom sports DNA. The Asian have around 39% of its population size they are interested in the football. The number is growing each year. So through the numbers we can see, the Asian fans have increased from 6% to 20%. Also through some numbers we can see the Chinese sports industry development. So in the 2022, the Chinese sports, the gross output will be 5 trillion yuan. It's around 7,961.5 billion USD. So about the Asian sponsor in sports, we can several the brand, several markets. For example, the first we can see the IT. The second one, the automobile. About the electric. And others about the aesthetic and home appliances. So about the Chinese sports, startups development also this year is growing very fast. For example, financial investors shows more confidence to Chinese sports startups. Only in 2019, there were 235 financial investments. The investor value should be around 19.6 billion yuan, around 3.12 billion USD. So startup covers esports, football, running, other sports. So in the you can see the coming 5 years, here's a major sports events in Asia market. For example, for this year's Soccerex Winter Games, and also for this year's FIFA World Cup in Russia. This year's BWF World Champions, and also for the larger just like the next year's FIBA in China. Also the 2020's the Toyota Summer Games. And in 2022 is the Beijing Winter Games. So here's a future scale of the Chinese sports events. So we can, through some numbers, can see some details. Up to the end of the last year, the Chinese sports events is 140 billion around 2.22 billion USD, accounting for around 8% of the sports industry. In the 2025, it will be around 950 billion yuan, around 15.07 billion USD, accounting to around 21% of the sports industry. So in the East market, we through some numbers can see the sports in the Asia, especially in the Asia, is growing very fast. So here's some of the application the LED tag in the football using. For example, normally we know for the sports using, most of the LED using in the stadiums, indoor and outdoor. But also for the display using the changing every day. For example, according to the state needs, we also have some products. For example, this is the photo from the Germany Bundesliga, the soccer. They are looking for the price release center need for the background. Before, mostly use the printing mode. It's have the limited. Now we can change it with the LED displays. It means can give the sponsor more chance show their logo from background. We can give the 2-key, 4-key, 8-key solution. Yeah. For the Unilumin Sports, we have the communication with different in the sport field. We talk with the club, we talk with the federation sponsors. We can give the solution to each part in this market. Example, this is one of the photos about the whole solution we are giving the market. We can separate the indoor solution, outdoor solution. For example, for the indoor, just like a basketball, ice hockey. The outdoor, just like a football, baseball. Also, we try to use something new solution technology to the sports using. For example, for the popular solutions, popular technology, the virtual advertising. It means the broadcast will be have a fast development. For example, here's one of the example. This is the one. For example, we have one match in the Bayern Munich on site. Outside is the sponsor board shows some brand. For example, Adidas, Coca-Cola. But in China, it will show different brand. It means can give more sponsor more chance in different region, different countries. It means the broadcast incoming will be have the taps development. Yeah. This is this moment. This years we do some products for the different federation, for different unions in the field. For example, for the FIFA World Cup, we finished the 4 stadiums this year, and then for the for the Olympic Games, for the British Olympic Games, we provided the screens. And then for the Sochi Winter Olympic Games, we also for the whole stage, the screen from Unilumin. And then for the Europe Cup, and then for the UAE National Champion League, the 14 clubs, we give the service. And then for some famous clubs, for example, for the Bayern Munich, Allianz Stadiums, we provided inside it. Last year, we give the new solution, 4K screens, 2 sides. And then for the Russia Krasnodar screen, just like at the beginning we see the photos. And then for the Dutch league, the first league Feyenoord, and the second league. This is some of the case studies. For example, this is the FIFA World Cup's Lurniki in Moscow. We provided a lot of screens on site. It's around 500 square meters. AC for the Kazan, also is one of the FIFA World Cup stadiums. It's around 3,600 square meters. Outside it covers with LED. Yeah. This is for the Krasnodar. The inside covers with the LED. They can do the communication with the sponsor, with the fans on site. Also can do the scoring using. This is the Bayern Munich Allianz Stadiums. 2 sides, we use our new technology. So I mean, each side is a 2-key solution. Yeah. You know, in Germany, they have lots of the brands, just like Mercedes-Benz automobile brands. They have the high resolution content. They must need some of the better resolution screens can match with their content. This is for the UAE, 14 clubs National Champion League we provided the sponsor billboard, the ribbon between the seats. We also provided the scoring systems. About other sports, we also provided other solutions. For example, for the stadiums, more and more, this moment, more and more the football stadiums is not outdoor only. They also can do the cover from the roof. So they also can have the other solutions. For example, the Bundesliga, Germany Bundesliga, we provided a cube, a cube on site. A sponsor is from Heisen. Also, this last year we do for the India Cricket Pure League. For all the 80 stadiums, we provide all the solutions, including the sponsor billboards, the scoring system. This is for the football ribbon screens for the French football. This is for the FINA. Last year's FINA in Budapest, we provide all the solutions. The screen could be do the hanging fixation on the water, even under the water. This is for the tennis Australia Open. All the screens, we provide all the screens. This is for the horsing racing, also can provide solutions. Even for the esports, LOL in American, we also provide all the solution for the esports. And also, for example, for the TV studio. Now, for the more and more studio becoming to the multifunction studio, it's not the stadiums, not only for the football using, for the events, just like a music show. They can do lots of the events on site. So even this is one of the stadiums in Netherlands. We provide the UHD screens for the TV studio, sports TV studio. We also provide a screen for the Italy, Spain, the Sky. See our new solution for the ice hockey. Even for the ice hockey, this moment mostly use the painting board because you must should be worried about the faster speed to touch the screens. So we try to do some of the higher protection level screens, make sure they can match the ice hockey using. So here we can give a short introduction about Unilumin Group. Unilumin, we are LED technology companies. We separate two parts for the display and the lighting. For the heads, we are based in Shenzhen. We are Shenzhen stock company. Here's our head office. These are another two manufacturers. So this moment, for Unilumin, for the totally export, Unilumin is the #1 in the world for the LED technology, for the LED display and the lighting. From this photo, we can see all the brand Unilumin Group. These are sister companies. This is the rapid sales growth Unilumin from 2008 and then 2020, 2012. Here's except of the sports field, we also can use LED technology for other fields. For example, for the London election, we provide all the screen to BBC, all the background screen from BBC for the BBC 3 studios. And also for the events, this is in UK. Also for other solutions for the OOH, for the outdoor media, we provide a screen for the GC Deco, Clear China, this kind of the media company in the world. For example, for the shopping mall, we also can provide special solutions. This is in Australia. The Darling Harbour, the ICC, all the screen provided by Unilumin. The feature of Unilumin Sports. So we come back to the sport field. Here's some of the Unilumin's outlook. We can see the three parts. First, from the production and the solution, we want to do the leading and professional. Focus on sports. We have the R&D team, we have the sales team, we have the marketing team. Try to give the professional solution to the sport field. And second, for the LED sports market share, we want to could be 3 years later, could be reach around 30%. And then for the business model, we want to do the multi-layer, not only do sales, we also try according to the market needs. For example, for that esports, not only we sell to the esports, we also try to do the cooperation. For example, for the global tour, we even can give the rental solution. This is Unilumin R&D team. This is the hard sports for important sport for Unilumin backside. So Until last year, we have around 434 R&D people. This is our global office. So with this moment, we are support around 700 channels in the world. For example, in the America, at this moment, we have 3 offices. First in Orlando, and second in New York, third in California. Even for American market, we even try to do the assembly on site. This moment it's more easy, give the local service. In Europe, this moment, we have the Amsterdam office and London office. Russia, we have the Moscow office. Australia have the Melbourne. Middle East have Dubai, Hong Kong, Mexico. See, we said that we have it means our business model. For example, last year, we even gave the sponsor for the ICC. ICC is a business, it's a business matches. We also try to give the sponsor in the Singapore part. Also for the Dutch League, European League, we even for some clubs, they need on the local service. So we based on our Germany office and Holland office, we give the local rental solution contract. Yeah. Thank you very much.